I'd love to know, or teachers, what are some of the, and I'm sure you've probably already touched on them, some of the philosophies, what has stuck with you from your first attitude coaches? And if it wasn't your parents, we'd love to know who it was. But
Yeah.
what's been inside of you that it has come through from those great people?
Well, it was my parents. Both my mom and my dad, played such a huge part of my life and our development, and I'm blessed to still have them with us today. And they're not getting any younger, but it was a driving force for me to want to come home at this stage of my career and to be able to be closer to them and my family be close to them. And so, to me, the bottom line from the very beginning, knowing my dad, I mean, he was so much into just staying with whatever you do. I mean, we weren't allowed to quit anything. We weren't allowed to. I mean, whatever we said we were going to do. I mean, it was just that was it, and there was no excuses. Pretty no nonsense. My dad was a tough guy on us and held us to high standards of our work ethic and taught us how you treat people. But once again, those are all things that you can control. And how you get up the early morning rise. I always talked about, he never wanted us to be, sleeping in and it was like I was like, man, Dad, I'm 12. You want to be able to sleep in sometimes, but no, that was just not the way he was wired. It was just like, man, you're just wasting time when you're in there doing that. You said, I can rest when I'm older, kind of mindset. But that work ethic and the ability to stay with whatever you do is a powerful thing. I mean, because we use the word perseverance so much in our program, and grit has become such a huge. It was our one word for 2019, which is perseverance and passion towards a long-term goal. That's just staying with it. And to me, that's something that is learned. And you have to be, that's the whole, hey, I'm not going to let you quit something. You're going to start something, you're going to finish it. You're going to leave a place better than you found it. My dad was not only a teacher and a coach, but he was a licensed carpenter. So the whole summer, my whole life growing up, even into college, we did carpenter work in the summertime.
Wow.
And he wanted to teach us how to work and to be able to, not only give you a skill, but also just the physical labor, the physical toughness that it takes. And we'd have to do that all day long. And then we'd go do our workouts for whatever sport we were playing or whatever sport we were, training for or whatever, like you said, all the way through college. And that's how we paid for college. And so, but those were valuable lessons that we had to learn and getting up early and sometimes working, daylight till dark and when we needed to, and then, and still just finding a way to, once again, no excuse. You got to go get your workout in. Maybe I had many workouts when I was in college where I was doing my running and lifting at, 9, 10 o'clock at night after a full day working, whether it was roofing or, painting or building a garage or any kind of carpenter work that we were doing for those summers and those projects. And so, but those are valuable lessons that have never left me.